Have you ever wondered how Monkey Mischief paints the terrain? Well, if so, I'm going to show you how to do it. Please subscribe, this took forever. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can, how to paint your terrain inside of Unity and Blender. This only kind of works inside of Unity, but you do need Blender to do this. So here, the first step that we're going to need to do is open Blender. This is for your terrain, by the way. You can use this for your terrain and your walls, anything that needs a texture to it. Okay, so you're gonna want to start in with a plane, or really anything, a couple of vertices on it. We're gonna subdivide this a couple times. I meant to click on that, but it didn't let me. Okay, so we have this. We can go to proportional editing and give it some terrain or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just something to make it look better. We're gonna try and sculpt in like a. Actually, no, that'll do just fine. Now we're going to use 4 different, well, I guess 3, but with this shader, you're able to use 4 different textures, so you can paint on like grass, rock, sand, and dirt. So all of those values are used in red, green, and blue. Black would just be your dirt or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But what I usually do is I turn everything down except for green, and I use green as my base. So I paint the green on, and then go over to your blue, scale this down by pressing F, and then you can paint that on. Sometimes it does this. It's a little bit hard to get to go away. So you just want to mess around with it until it doesn't look that bad. So there, that looks decent. Alright, so now we can go to like red. This could be or sand, and then around this we could have the dirt. So we'll paint that onto it. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so this is basically it's a vertex mask, and then it'll put the image onto that vertex. It's pretty simple. So you shade it smooth, and then press A to select all the vertices, and then unwrap. Let's check our thing, make sure there's nothing overlapping. Don't know why there would be, but if there was something overlapping and we need light maps, we would go here to UV maps, make a new UV map, and then A, smart UV project, and then we would make sure that we don't have any overlapping UVs. So we didn't, should be fine. So we can get rid of this UV map, but that's just in case. So we can name this to terrain, and everything's already named. I haven't found a way to view this inside of Blender, but it's not too hard to import into Unity and stuff and see what you're doing from there. So we can export this to desktop, terrain, video stuff. Alright, it's exporting, and we can back out of this because I'm not going to be using it again. Go to Unity Hub, open up just any project, doesn't really matter. Once you're inside of Unity, I'm going to open up a different scene because this one I don't really want stuff going on inside of. So go to where you have your terrain video stuff. Here it is. Okay, so drag that into your hierarchy. Then we can scale this up and go to your I have it somewhere. So basically it would work like this. Put it onto it and it does that. Hang on, let me put this one onto it since it's lower. And yeah, that's basically how it works. And I'll show you how to do the shader in a second. So you're able to customize everything. So like your the dirt and stuff, which is sand on this, you can change the scale. I'm doing it in the wrong one. Whoopsie. It's supposed to be on this one, I think. So yeah, you're able to change the scale and everything. It's really helpful. It's nice to use, and yeah. So I'm gonna show you how it's put together. It's basically just this right here. It's basically this, but just connected and duplicated a whole bunch of times. So do that. me try and get this closer in. So the main things you'll be using a lot is a sample texture, tiling an offset, a vector, and a texture 2D node. And then that all goes into a final lerp and then plugs into base color. And I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing with a normal map, but I'm not gonna. I didn't want to do that. I found it fine as is. Once you have all that copied and stuff, you right click, create material, and then you just put it onto it. It's really simple, but if you do end up using this, I don't really care for credit and stuff. I've been gatekeeping this for like the longest time. Now you know how to vertex paint or terrain paint your stuff, like Monkey Mischief and Monk or Space's game, because I let him use this shader. If you have any comments, or if you have like any like issues with the shader, or you need any help, you can add me on Discord. It's just Aiden, and yeah, that's it.